Today, I'm going to be rating your Instagram theme pages again, but this time there's going to be a twist. I'm not going easy on any of you. And also, only 15% of people watching this are actually subscribed, so if you're not subscribed yet, it's free, you can always unsubscribe, and it'd mean a lot to me. Part 2 would be nice. My theme page is spicy sourdough meme page. Right off the bat, I don't mind the profile picture, you know. I would have thought I would have liked it less if what I'm trying to say is it doesn't look terrible, and I actually kind of rate it. But I do have to say the name and profile picture do not match at all. It's a missed opportunity to kind of create more of a strong brand image, but it doesn't matter that much. I try and clean this bio out. I definitely add a space here. Probably add different emojis. There are odd capitals here and there. Also, I'd recommend this guy to use his own hashtag, so hashtag spicy sourdough. The reasoning for this is that if this hashtag becomes pretty big, it just becomes a strand of words that becomes more familiar to people. It's definitely something to consider if you haven't thought about it. So he's got a would you rather in his highlights. You do you, man. Hey, like, this might do really well for its engagement. I don't know. Something I have realized is that, oh, this guy's being consistent as well. I was gonna say, because there were a load 3 weeks ago, and I thought all of them would be 3 weeks, but you know, he's doing all right. You know what? I actually quite like this. I thought I was about to go off on this, but nah, I like it. All right, but let's get into the bulk, and that is going to be engagement and content in general. So off the bat, this guy is getting good engagement. Some of his posts are getting, what, that's nearly 50% engagement on this one, averaging probably around 20% engagement, which is really good for a starting out page, honestly. I can't see where he's reposting this content from, but typically on my theme pages, what I like to do is use this reposting strategy that I'm going to summarize in around 30 seconds. So what I do is I find smallish accounts reposting the same kind of content as me. I then go on their feed and repost the top 5% of performers. You may be wondering why I'm picking smaller accounts and not huge accounts, for example 2 million, and that is simply just because it is easier to differentiate big content from smaller content on those pages. But if he's using that exact strategy, there's absolutely nothing wrong with what he's posting. The only disadvantage of running a meme page, and why I, in a sense, feel like they might be slightly outdated, is because it's really hard to identify and target people that are really into memes. Because if you look at it from a broad spectrum, well, you know, everybody's into memes, you know? And especially because these memes are very generalized, you know, basically anybody can pick it up and enjoy it. It's quite hard to target people and have a really good follow back ratio when you're following somebody. So the only things I will change about this account is definitely clean up the bio. Follows you. It's not something I particularly advise, but it's clever, creative, and I think something quirky like that could get people to follow. So again, I like what this guy is doing. I know this might be a little bit of a stretch, but possibly you can kind of keep the same format, because right now this looks a little bit messy, but on the whole, I rate this theme page. It's doing stuff a little unorthodox and different, so I like it, man. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. A solid theme page that can do well. I love this format. Please keep it up. We want part 2. Well, you're getting it. My theme page, holy locations, gonna give that a like. Off the bat, I like this aesthetic. Here we go. This is what the meme page should adopt. It all looks very uniform. But yeah, the feed, I would rate a 10 out of 10. No doubt about it. Looks really good. This person's got a really nice name as well, Holy Locations. I really like that. Something I would change is I'll change your name to Holy Locations instead of Beautiful. As you know, if somebody remembers one of your names, they might type it up and they might type up the wrong one. It might not search. So if you get Holy Locations for your username and both your name, that will make it so if somebody remembers it, then they're definitely going to stumble into your page. Personally, I would change this profile picture to a sleek logo instead of something that looks like a stock image you found off Google or something. I would recommend designing your logo on canva.com. I'd say your bio is a little bit basic. I think if you can adopt this aesthetic and move it so it's in the travel niche, you could have a really nice looking page. Something really impressive as well is that only following one person. I'm not sure if this person just unfollowed everybody, but typically you're at around 300 followers, you're not yet going to be receiving organic growth. So I will personally still do a follow for follow strategy. I'm going to quickly summarize the one I recommend, which is the one I use for all my pages. It's basically where you find theme pages as identical to yours as possible. You try and find a post that has been posted under half an hour ago, and you just simply follow everybody that has liked and engaged with that post. This ensures that the people you have just followed are actively engaged in the niche you're trying to, you know, repost content in. And it also ensures that they're actually going to see your notification and check out your page. It's most likely they're going to be still online. Right now, this person is posting every single day, which is fine. If you could post twice a day. I mean, this can go for anything. As many posts as you can handle a day consistently is what I would go for. I'm gonna be rating this page an 8.5 out of 10. There's really nothing to pick on apart from the bio, profile picture, and how often you're uploading. But if you fix those, this could be a 9.5 or even a 10 out of 10. Part 2 would be nice, my theme page, Foodie Chef. Ooh, here we go. Oh, I like this. I know I like this. Yeah, okay. I really like the logo, name, I rate. Obviously, I mean, these people have got 140 followers. So you know, in a sense, what am I to rate this? This guy has clearly shown proof that what he does works. I'll try and get that following down to 0 because clearly this guy's getting organic engagement and he shouldn't be doing follow for follow anymore. Stories, some extra content, I like that. We've got some highlights of different bugs and stuff. It's a little bit old, so I'll try and update this. I'm pretty sure this guy knows, but you know, he should be trying to post on this. Just basically try and keep this active. Same thing goes for the fries. I'm assuming ice cream, same story. So yeah, either just get rid of these entirely or post maybe weekly. You could even do like a best ice cream or best burger of the week. Something like that could work really well and give your viewers just a highlight reel to go over if, you know, they just stumbled onto your page. The feed looks really, really nice. I'm pretty sure this guy's trying to drop ship, which is cool. Oh, I like this as well. He's got another page, but with sweets. Ah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't even care. It's a 10 out of 10. First 10 out of 10 on this series. This guy is smashing it. There's a reason this guy has 140k followers. Cross-promoting his different accounts. Update or remove these, you're an 11 out of 10, but that's really good. Really good stuff, man. It's meant to be brutal. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit harder, you know, because right now I'm not giving you the content you want. But honestly, these are really good. All of the ones I reviewed so far have a really bright future. In case there is a part 2, started 8th of May 2020. That's 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. At Street Values, let's check this out. First of all, really clean, nice name. Woo, it's solid. Yeah, I was gonna talk about this. Yeah, that's the problem with having something like this. If it breaks up, it can look a little bit messy. If I were you, I'd definitely get rid of this bottom thing here. Feed looks really nice. It looks really uniform. Kind of got this like gray and white kind of vibe going on, which I like. The logo, it's all right. It's solid, but I think you could maybe make it a little more related to streetwear. Like if I looked at this logo, I would have absolutely no idea what the page is about. If I compare it to the one I gave a 10 out of 10, you can clearly see that that's all about food. In terms of the bio right here, definitely clean it up. The emojis don't make any sense, and there's this kind of like random capitalization at the bottom here, which looks a little bit meh. I don't know, it just looks a little bit out of nowhere. Let's look at your stories. So no extra content, which is a little bit of a problem. Typically on the story, I would just say it's kind of an additional feed. People are just going to be going through their stories, and if they even see you plugging another page such as this, it can make them double think about, you know, why they followed this person. Consistency of uploads looks good. So he's posting, this looks around 3 times a day right now. Okay, this day was a bit mad. Okay, this is when they started their page. So they actually only started their page 4 days ago. All right. Yeah, keep it up. Keep up with this consistency. You are making good progress, all right? This person's page is 4 days old. You've already got 200 followers. That is huge. That is really good. That's better than 90% of people that start. I'd rate this page probably another 7.5 out of 10. Hey, I run a dog theme page, Daily Dose of Doggy, and recently in my engagement growth has slowed down. Do you have any advice to help my growth again? Loving the videos, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, and yeah, let's see if I can help you. Here we go. So, first of all, 5,000 followers, really nice. And straight off the bat, your engagement is good. I mean, you're averaging about 10% engagement, which by no means is bad. That's good engagement. I think everything up here is good, apart from the amount of people that you are following. Typically, I recommend once you reach around 2,000 followers, that's when you start to strip down and unfollow everybody, as you shouldn't really be engaging in follow for follow that often, and it just makes your page look a lot more professional and clean if you don't have a huge following number. To be completely honest, I think the reason why you're seeing slower engagement is because of your posts. I would definitely look at what typically does better. So I'm going to look at your videos. See, look, 1,000 likes on this video. This one had 300, so I can't tell. Yeah, they do about the same, you know. They do about the same. Yeah, for example, this posted really well. I've found on pet pages like this that videos do bits for me, and photos, they're all right, but they don't do as well. So maybe it might be worth considering just switching to videos for a week. It definitely worked for me. I basically, on all theme pages I run, I only do videos. I find that kind of, they're better for the algorithm, and they typically do better. Yeah, but nothing's changed particularly. It might be just like a bit of an Instagram algorithm switch that has, you know, decreased your engagement. Something I would recommend doing as well, especially especially if your engagement has steeply dropped, you know, compare the photos. For example, does abnormal stuff do well? For example, like huge dogs or whatever, just like crazy stuff that you don't see every day. Does that do better? Or is it just kind of like memes such as, you know, this? Clearly your memes do a lot better than just, for example, standard pictures of just dogs. So maybe you should just permanently switch to dog memes. Just see what does better and just double down on that. I think that's my advice for literally everything in the social media space. Just test things out, test the waters, see what's doing well. And if something is doing well for you, double down, triple down, and just do that. And trust me, you'll see good results and you can transition out of that later. Yeah, but there's my advice in terms of how this person can pick up his engagement. But in terms of a rating, I'd rate this an 8.5 out of 10, definitely. If you drop a part 2 at Business Boomer, and let's check this page out. And off the bat, engagement is good. It looks like what? Just over a 30% engagement rate, right? Yeah, good engagement, really good engagement, nice. There's nothing wrong with the name. I think the logo looks good. I like the black aesthetic, especially on business pages. I just like the way it looks personally, and they've got a nice growth, polls, testimonies. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of this on business pages, and quite frankly, I don't know if these do better or not. If bigger pages do it and it works for them and it's working for you, absolutely nothing wrong with that. They've got some polls. What age do you become a millionaire? Cool, cool, cool. I think this is a good idea. You just got to be more consistent. As you see, 5 weeks, then a week ago. If you can post this maybe twice a week, once a week. Yeah, but make that more consistent. Testimonies. I get what he's doing. So he's just kind of highlighting certain people. I'd see it's kind of the same stuff as growth. So maybe make it something else. Best post of the week. Just make a highlights page of your best performing posts of the week. And every week, just pick 1 or 2 posts that have performed really well. And especially if you've got this like back catalogue of thousands of posts, if you add something like that in for new viewers, it's going to be an absolute lifesaver. A day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So posting daily. Something I would like to see though is some story content. Again, they're posted over 24 hours ago, so I'm not sure if they do post content every day and they just haven't been online for 24 hours. Again, I'd have to give this page an 8.5 out of 10. At Photoshop_backgrounds, what do you think about editing pages like this who provide background and editing images? Please review it in a part 2 and suggest a way to monetize. Yeah. Ooh. They got a nice amount of followers. I was expecting maybe 100, 200, but it's hard to see what actual niche this is because I was assuming it would just be Photoshop backgrounds that you could find on your stock images websites, and this guy is just reposting them. I'm just saying, I have no idea what this is. Everything here looks a little bit hard to digest. I assume from the name it was what it said it was, which was Photoshop backgrounds, but I think the reason I was getting a little bit confused was because there was already editing on most of the pictures, so I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, this is a good idea. I like this. Yeah, I like this. Okay. I like this. I finally get it. I'm an idiot. I should have seen that there is a before and after. I like this, yeah. Clean this up because the first minute of being on this page, I have no idea what's going on. Generally, my rule for kind of highlights is if you're not being active on them, for example, like this, just either pick them back up or just delete them in general because it can give off a bad impression if, you know, you posted it 30 weeks ago and haven't even given a second thought about it or deleted it since. So after realizing what this does, I'd probably rate it a 7 out of 10. I'd rate it a solid 9.5, maybe even the 10 out of 10 for concept, but the execution of it, I got really confused starting out on it. And also maybe you could do more of this where you just provide the background link to it. As right now, if I was just, you know, a casual person, I would have no idea where to go to download the backgrounds. So different ways you can monetize this. Either, there's 2 ways I got off the top of my head. Number 1 is you could offer kind of like a premium background where you just have like an array of 200, 300 images which you sell for premium prices. So you give free content out, for example, here, and you have a website where you get, you know, quote unquote more premium backgrounds and you can charge for those. The other thing I would recommend, which I actually saw on Ryan Trahan's channel, is he offered a Photoshop course, which I think was a really good idea and it worked bits for him. I generally reckon if this guy made a course about Photoshop, you know, maybe spent 3, 4, 5 days, maybe even a few weeks on it, just going over how to use Photoshop and how to Photoshop people in backgrounds, he could do so well and he can make so much money. That's my advice on how to monetize a page like this. I really love this video. It will be really nice to get your opinion on my fitness theme page at Beast World, and yep, let's see it. Whoa, first off, I can't rate this above a 5 out of 10 because you haven't posted in it's nearly a year. If you're looking for a bad rating, you've got it, and I'm just saying this simply on the basis of that you haven't posted in nearly 9 months. It's gonna have to be a 3.5 out of 10. please don't unsubscribe. But yeah, that just about brings a closure to this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like this, then please let me know in the comments. And I do have to ask you, if you are new to this channel and haven't done already, please go down below and subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe if you suddenly decide you hate me. Yeah, follow my Instagram page if you haven't done already. Jared is West. I've posted one photo and I might as well post another one now.